welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently replaying the 1990 baseball season as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager, without Alfredo Griffin even stepping on the field. And currently the Dodgers are 75-52. We're 3 games ahead of the Giants as we go on a 6-game road trip, which will wrap up our games against the National League East. Should have 3 games in Philadelphia and 3 games in Montreal. That'll cut us to 30 games left in the season, and they will all be against our competitors in the West. So today, the scheduled matchup is Ramon Martinez versus De Jesus from Philadelphia. That looks like a mismatch on paper. However, the Dodgers will be without 2 of their starters today. One will be Cal Daniels. He'll need rest. And I believe the other is Mike Sharperson, who will also need a day off. And they will get it so the bench will be really compacted and the lineup will change from normal. I believe the Giants, our main competitors, are on the road against Montreal, so we flip-flop. Our schedules are very similar. They'll be playing in Montreal while we'll be playing in Philadelphia. Then when we leave Philadelphia, they'll be playing in Philadelphia and we'll go to their former competitors, Montreal. So as soon as this gets repopulated correctly, we'll start. Baltimore's still leading in the American League East, surprisingly. Also, Kansas City in a big matchup against Oakland. Kevin Appier, presumed AL Cy Young Award leader, faces Mike Moore in Oakland, with a chance, I guess, in that series to take the division lead. But we're not concerned about that currently. In this video, we'll be playing the Philadelphia Phillies, who beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3 in LA last week, or last 10 days. All right. Let's build our lineup. There you see Sharperson and Daniels are down today. They will not be playing. Cannot use them even as a pinch hitter. So we'll go over here to OPS versus righties, and we'll just pick off the top. Eddie Murray at first base. Mike Scioscia catches. Dan Javier will play right field. Jose Gonzalez will hit cleanup and play center field. Kirk Gibson will go in Daniel's spot and play left field, batting 5th. Lenny Harris will go back to 3rd, his normal spot. Jose Vizcaíno will play shortstop. And unfortunately, Juan Samuel will be in the lineup at second base. Today's pitcher is Ramon Martinez. He is unequivocally our ace now. Ramon is 17-6 with a 3.305 ERA. 3.05 ERA, excuse me. His whip is .998. He has 3 shutouts. He has 10 complete games and 200 innings pitched. 187 strikeouts to 46 walks. And on the road, he pitches to an ERA that's better than his total ERA, 2.67. So we'll see what he can do. The Phillies are a good lineup. They proved that in LA. To back him up, Mike Hartley is available. Ray Searage, Tim Cruz, Dave Walsh, Gott, and Poole only. Wetland and Holmes are out of the normal bullpen rotation. The bench is somewhat compacted because of the two rests. So Daniels and Sharperson are not there. It's Brooks and Dempsey off the bench. So probably won't see a lot of pinch hitting today. And the way Ramon has 10 complete games, he's going to get a chance to do it himself with 135 pitches. Today's weather is 84. We're at night. Winds blowing right to left at 12 miles an hour. Jose De Jesus pitched against the Dodgers in LA recently and did well. He doesn't have a win in 3 starts, but a good ERA of 3.18 compared to his total ERA of 4.32 for the season. He's 7-10. 158 and third innings pitched, 138 hits given up, 93 walks to 105 Ks. So let's get this one underway with Eddie Murray leading off. He walks. So runner on with nobody out for Sosha. Could do some hit and run right here if you want. But I'm just going to play it cool. Let's go with the regular swing. And he gets a base hit into right. Hayes with a good arm, an 8. I imagine Murray will hold. No, he won't. Wow. Good jump and a runner at third with nobody out. Runners at the corners, in fact, with no one out for Javier. Sosha, a 93% chance to steal here. Should we go for it? I'm not. I'm not going to take the bait. We'll let Javier hit. Pitch. It's a fly ball to right. Hayes drifting to his right is under it. He makes the catch. Let's see what the percentage chance is for Murray. 93. We'll take that chance against Hayes' arm. And the throw goes into her and keeps Sosha at first. So 1 out for Gonzalez. Sosha still at first. Pitch. There's a base hit into right center. Dykstra cuts it off, and Gonzalez has himself a double. With the good speed, Sosha moves to third with 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position for Gibson. 193 average, but an OPS of 736, so let's see what happens here. The pitch from De Jesus. Struck him out. Wow, big play there. Gibson can't get the runners home, or even make an out and get the runner home from third. So it's up to Harris, or it's only a 1-run half inning. Pitch by Jesus. Liner to center, still up in the air, and it hits the ground. I've been waiting. If you've watched the previous videos against the Mets, I'm not taking that for granted. Sosha scores. Gonzalez scores. It's a big inning now. It's 3-0 Dodgers as Harris gets the big single to get 2 runs home. All right, Harris is at first for Vizcaino. First a throw over. Not planning on sending him. Here's Vizcaino, the pitch. Struck him out. So 2 Ks for De Jesus, but he gives up 3 hits and 3 runs. We're through half an inning. The Dodgers 3, the Phillies to face Ramon Martinez coming up. All right, Ramon has a lead. Let's see what he can do with it. Here's Dykstra. Good numbers for Dykstra. It's a ground ball to Samuel. Hold your breath. Throw to first. 1 down. That's a good guy to keep off the base paths. For Kruk. Excellent numbers here against Ramon. The pitch. Ground ball to Vizcaino. Kruk not speedy, but let's see if the throw's accurate. The throw to Murray. They get him by a step. 2 outs for Dalton. Also good numbers against Ramon. Pitch is a fly ball to center. Gonzalez seems to be motioning in. He's waving off Javier, and he one-hands it. We're through 1. The Dodgers lead 3-0. Samuel leads off the second, the top of the second, against De Jesus, and walks. He could be a threat to run. Let's see what his percentage is. 74. I don't think we're going to do anything there. We're going to try to bunt him to second for the top of the order. First throw over, see if Samuel gets back in time. He does. Pitch to Ramon is a good bunt in front of the plate. Dalton goes to first. They get Ramon easily, but Samuel moves up. He's at second with one out for Murray and Socha to try to get him in. Good numbers for Eddie. The pitch from DeJesus is a base hit and a right. Now Hayes has an 8 arm. Oh, it gets past him. That's extra bases for Murray. Samuel scores easily. Murray going for 3? Eddie Murray trying for 3. The old guy. He makes it his 8th of the season. And the Dodgers now lead 4-0. All right, one out. Socha can get Eddie home without getting a hit. If he can get a fly ball deep enough. Not great numbers there. Let's see if he can make contact, though. He's pretty good at that. Not this time. I talked him right out of that. Third strikeout for DeJesus. 2 outs, though. It's up to Javier if Eddie's going to score. Pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. That's an easy play for DeJesus. He gets him at first. Eddie Murray stranded at third. We're through 1.5. It's 4-0 Dodgers. All right. So the lead grows for Ramon. Let's see if he can. Only 9 pitches in the first half inning. He's facing Hayes, Martinez, and Herr. With a 4-run lead, Hayes hits one deep. He's been hitting better. Deep. It's really long, and it's gone. Ramon is prone to giving up home runs, but that's a solo shot. It makes it 4-1 as Hayes hits it out. He got a hold of one and just drifted it right out of there. So the Phillies are back in it. It's 4-1, 14th home run of the season, 341 feet, excuse me. He's now hit safely in 12 games. That'll bring up Carmelo Martinez, also a powerful guy. Facing Martinez. Martinez against Martinez, and this Martinez strikes him out. 1 out for Herr, 284 average. He walks. So Ramon in a little bit of trouble now. Runner at first. 91% for Hayes, who also has some punch, 11 home runs on the season, and 293 average. So we're going to throw over. Herr is back. It's down to 60%. I think I'm going to pitch. And he strikes out Hayes. 2 strikeouts for Martinez, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Herr now back up to 95%. So we're going to have to throw over there. Thon's up next. Gets it down to 37. Okay, that's a lot better. Vicky Thon, the shortstop for the Phillies, hitting 231 on the season. Ramon's pitch is a fly ball to right. Doesn't look like anything big. Javier, almost in his tracks, barely moves to his right and makes the catch. Solo shot for Von Hayes gets the Phillies on the scoreboard. We're through 2. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Starting off the third with Jose Gonzalez. He has a double, but this is a ground ball to Thon. Slingshot throw over to Kruk, and there's 1 down. For Gibson, he struck out his first time up. And he hits a liner right at Hayes. 2 down. Jesus has calmed down a little bit now for Harris. He had a big single, 2-out single that scored 2 back in the first inning. And he gets a hit there in the left field. Martinez picks it up. It's just a single. He'll hold it first, but with 2 outs, Vizcaino gets a chance. Harris is 71%. That's not how we play this game. So Vizcaino is going to get a chance. First throw over. Harris is back. It's down to 66%. They're holding him on. And Vizcaino strikes out 4 Ks for DeJesus. We're through 2.5. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the order for the Phillies. The last hitter, the pitcher DeJesus, Dykstra and Kruk against Martinez at 33 pitches. Strikes out DeJesus, 3 Ks for Martinez. Back to the top of the order. Good numbers again for Dykstra, who grounded a second his first time out. He hits a ground ball to Murray, it looks like this time. And he'll take it to the base himself. 2 down for Kruk. Good numbers also for Kruk. Pitch by Martinez. Ground ball to Samuel. Picks it up. Flips it over to Murray. The inning is over. We're a third. This game's moving right along. A third completed. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Samuel leads off the fourth against De Jesus. And he gets a base hit into left center. Dykstra kicks it back into Thon quickly. And Samuel holds with a single. Martinez, who sacrificed his first time up, is going to get another chance to move Samuel into scoring position. So let's see if he can do it. First throw over to try to pick off Samuel. Back. And he does it again. Bunt in front of the plate. De Jesus takes it this time instead of Dalton and throws him out at first. Samuel moves to second. Samuel at second in scoring position with one out for Eddie Murray and Mike Scioscia. Murray's last time up tripled that scored Samuel. See if I can move the cursor in the right spot again. Here we go. And Eddie gets intentionally walked. Wow. Intentional walk in the fourth inning. That's kind of surprising. But he is hitting .337. That'll bring up Scioscia. Doesn't have great numbers. A 196 average. So we're not doing anything, so we're going to let Scioscia hit. And it's a ground ball. This could be two. Her coming in. Catches it. Nope, only play to first. They get Scioscia. He moves them up. Samuel moves to third. Murray moves to second. Two guys in scoring position for Javier, who is 0 for 1. And he has a 16 hitting streak. He's flied to deep center, which was a sacrifice fly, which got Murray home. And then he grounded back to the pitcher. See what he can do this time against De Jesus. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for De Jesus. The Dodgers strand 2 runners in scoring position. We're through 3.5. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the fourth, Dalton, Hayes, and Martinez face Martinez, who's at 46 pitches. Ramon against Dalton. First pitch, the ground ball to second. This looks like he's safe. The ball's taking too long and Dalton's there. Is that a single or an error? It's an error. Samuel's 11th, and Dalton reaches for Hayes, who's homered already in this game. Dalton a 70% chance to steal, so we're going to have to throw over there. And he balked, apparently. Yep. So Dalton moves to second. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. This is a chance for the Phillies. Hayes, Martinez, and her against Ramon Martinez, who's homered already. Hayes, the pitch to him. Ground ball to short. It looks like it's going to eat up Vizcaino. Yep, 2 errors in this half inning. And the Phillies have runners at the corners with nobody out. Martinez, her, and Hayes. And Ramon Martinez is going to have to settle down here. Defense not helping him out. Still leading 4-1. Let's see what he can do to minimize the damage. Martinez, Carmelo has power. 13 on the year. See what Ramon does. Fly ball. Left field. Looks playable for Gibson. It's almost in the stands. Makes the catch. Dalton should score easily. Yeah, no chance to throw him out. They'll make it 4-2. They'll try to hold Hayes at first. That's an unearned run. But you got an out now. For her. Alright. Keeping Hayes at first. I don't think he's running on 57%. Pitch to her. No, he's going. No, it's a hit and run. Ground ball to Harris. That keeps him out of the double play. But Harris does make a great play, which Ramon needed with 2 errors in this half inning, and they throw out her at first. On the play, Hayes in motion makes it down to second. 2 outs for another Hayes. This time Charlie Hayes, who's hitting .292. He struck out his first time up. All right, Ramon's throwing a lot of pitches in this half inning. See if he can get out of it here against the third baseman for the Phillies. Pitch by Ramon. Ground ball to Vizcaino, over to Murray, and they get through the half inning. The Phillies score 1. Get a little closer. We're through 4. It's 4-2 Dodgers. Jose Gonzalez up for the 3rd time. Strikes out to start off the 5th. Here's Gibson, who's done nothing in 2 at-bats. He walks. See if he has a chance to run. No chance here. 41%. So usually much higher. DeJesus will go over 100 pitches here, so not going to be around much longer. Martinez, even in that half inning that was from Horrorland, still only at 60. All right, throw over. I don't know why. And his percentage stays the same, 41. Here's Harris, who's 2 for 2 against DeJesus, and now he's 3 for 3. Hit that one in the gap, and Gibson can run. Poor play. Hayes has got it. This is going to be a percentage chance, right? 65% chance to get Gibson home. Not going to take it. Nope. So Harris with a 1-out double. There's 2 runners in scoring position for Vizcaíno, 0 for 2 in this game. He's usually good in clutch situations, but so far today, 2 strikeouts. We'll see if he can at least get the ball in the air and get Gibson home. Pitch by DeJesus. Is a ground ball to third. Hayes picks it up. We're going to go home. They're playing back, so we're going to take a chance. Yep, it looks good. Throw over to Kruk. Vizcaíno is out. Harris moves to third on the play in front of Hayes. Just watched him throw it. Gibson scores, though. It's 5-2 Dodgers now. They get the run back from the previous half inning. And they can get another one. If Samuel can get a hit, he's 1 for 1. Been on base twice, though. He walked and he singled. DeJesus at 108 pitches. Harris at third, 2 outs. Base hit here can make it 6-2. The pitch to Samuel. Struck him out. 7 Ks for DeJesus. We're through 4.5. It's 5-2 Dodgers. All right, if the Dodgers could play some defense here. Ramon got his run back. But at 60 pitches, I'm wary of him being able to complete this game. So we'll see what happens. Here's Thon to start off the bottom of the 5th with the ground ball to Harris. Long throw across the diamond to Murray, 1 down. 1 out for DeJesus. He's at 113 pitches. Let's see if they hit for him here or not. Yep, Randy Reddy's coming in to pinch hit. Okay. Randy Reddy on the season hitting .249 with 2 home runs and 31 RBI. An OPS of 673. Those numbers in the box should not scare anybody. So Ramon's going to pitch them anyhow. And sit down. That's what Ramon said. DeJesus is on the bench saying, I could have done that. I really could have done that. He struck him out on 3 pitches. 2 outs for Dykstra. So far, so good against Lenny. Grounded to second and grounded to first. Let's see what he does here against Ramon. This looks like a ground ball to Samuel, who already has a fielding error. Big bounce. Throws him out, though. We're through 5 innings. It's 5-2 Dodgers. Jeff Parrott comes in, first from the bullpen. He has an expected pitch count of 70. So the Dodgers need some more runs here to feel comfortable. Ramon's pitching great. 1 solo shot by Hayes, and then a mess due to 2 fielding errors in the bottom of the 4th gave up a run. But I don't know that he has enough pitches to get through the rest of this game. Still got 4 innings to go. 12 more outs to a win. So, let's see if they can get a run this half inning. Here's Ramon. He starts us off. He'll actually get to swing after... Oh, I don't know what happened on that play. The animation went a little cuckoo. Let's see. I was going to say Martinez has sacrificed his previous 2 times up. Or is it 3 times up? I don't know. Whatever. He had been not had a real at bat until then. Now he's out. 2-1 line down the third base bag. It hit the bag, and it went to Dickie Thon, who threw him out at first. And he just froze there. I guess he was so surprised that it hit the bag. Either way, 1 out here in the top of the 6th for Eddie Murray, our leadoff hitter. 1 for 1, scored a run, and has an RBI. He walks here for the 2nd time. So a runner on base for Sosha. He's 1 for 3, and now his numbers have changed a lot. During DeJesus's 5 innings, he did not have good numbers. Sosha gets a chance here against Parrott. Hit 1 to right. falls in front of Hayes. Let's see if Eddie holds at second. He will. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up Javier, who's 0 for 2 on the game. He's flied to deep center, sacrifice fly, got to run home. Grounded out and struck out, this time against Parrott. Pitch. Walks him. All right, bases loaded for Jose Gonzalez, who has a hit, a double, I believe, and scored a run. Good numbers. He does strike out a lot. Doesn't need that right now. Just needs a fly ball to get a run home. Parrott's pitch. And it's hit in the air. Right field. Going back. It's still rising. Does he have a grand slam? Jose Gonzalez hits one into the upper deck. Grand slam home run. After the Dodgers endured a grand slam from Howard Johnson in the last game, this one feels a whole lot better. Murray scores, Socha scores, Javier scores, and Jose Gonzalez scores. And this one's a blowout, folks. When they went to the bullpen, they picked the wrong reliever. Ackerfeld's now in, but it's 9-2 Dodgers. Gibson, Harris up next. And this one's a laugher. I can get Eddie Murray out of the game if I want to. Well, no, I can't. Sharperson's not available. All right, Gibson gets a base hit into right. He's going for 2. He slides and is safe. His 23rd of the season. And the Dodgers are just having fun now. Runner at second. 1 out for Harris, who's had 3 hits today. It's a fly ball to Dykstra. That looks easy. He's still riding in. And he makes the catch. Gibson will hold. Even on a forearm? Must have been really shallow. Yeah, it's shallow. Okay, 2 outs for Vizcaíno. 0 for 3 on the game, but he did get an RBI his last time up on a ground out, the 3rd. The pitch to Vizcaíno is a fly ball to right. Hayes is coasting to his right. And he makes the catch. And that ends the half inning. But what a half inning it was. Jose Gonzalez with a grand slam puts this one pretty much out of reach, I would say. 9-2 Dodgers after 5.5. So we're just going to pitch Ramon until his arm wears off. It'd be nice to get through this without going to the bullpen. First game of a 6-game road trip. Kruk pops out foul to Socha. Dalton strikes out, a 5th K for Ramon. Here's Hayes, who's homered. He hits a liner to Sam Wild. Does he get it? He's got it. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is finished. It's 9-2 Dodgers. The wind is now blowing 18 miles an hour out to center field. I wonder if that changed before the grand slam. You can go back and watch it and find out. All right, 9 outs to a win. Samuel leaves off the top of the 7th with a liner to left. That's caught. Ramon up next. Ground ball to Hayes. Nobody injured themselves here. Just take your time. 2 outs. For Murray. Love to replace Eddie. Not anybody else that could play first. He hits one into right. He's got a double. His 18th. He has a double and a triple in this game. And a double and a triple. I don't think he can get to the cycle, though. I don't think he has 2 more at-bats. Socha is going to... There's one person who I can get out of this game, and that's Mike. He's going to be replaced right now by Rick Dempsey. I'll put him in the 2 spot. And I have Hubie Brooks. I don't know who I would want to replace, though. Gibson. Let's think about that. I think I might just wait. Okay, Rickson, that means Socha can't get injured in this game. Still looking for an injury. We don't have one currently. Dempsey hits a comebacker. Ackerfield throws him out. Murray holds at second. Oh, that's it. That was out number 3. All right, we're through 6.5. 9-2 Dodgers. We're going to put Dempsey in here at catcher. Put Dempsey in here at catcher. Sorry about the dinging sound. I'm going to move Gibson out of this game. He's only a 5 durability. So I think that's what we're going to do. QB Brooks can go in his spot. I'm always worried about the injuries, and which is another added fun part about playing this style versus as played lineups. Those guys are always in there, so I have to worry about injuries can happen at any time. So Brooks will go into right field. Okay, and then I'll move Javier over to left field. And then the bench is pretty much stuck. There's nobody else. I could start putting pitchers in, I guess. All right, looks good. Ramon at 86 pitches. Needs 9 outs for a win. All right, here we go. Martinez against Martinez, and he hits one deep. If that's out of here, I'm okay with that. Javier going all the way to the wall. Makes the catch. Nice play there by Javier, who just switched from right field. 1 out for her. 0 for 1 on the game. He strikes out. That's 6 for Ramon. For Hayes now. Ramon's really cruising. Dave Holland's coming in to pinch hit. This guy, in the last series between these two teams, hit a crucial home run off Mike Hartley to win a game and, I guess, the series in LA. But in this case, he'd have to hit a 7-run home run. I don't know where you get those. There's Hollins, fly ball to right. That one's not going to make it. Brooks is coming in. He reaches up and makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're through 7. It's 9-2 Dodgers. Phillies have 1 hit. A solo shot from Von Hayes. And then there was that mess up in the 4th inning with 2 errors by the infield. Otherwise, they've gotten nothing off of Ramon. Here's Javier against Ackerfelds. He lines out to Thon. For Gonzalez, who had the big blow in this game. 2 hits, a double, and a home run. Pitch from Ackerfelds. The ground ball to Hollins, who's now playing third for Hayes. He flips it over to Crook and beats him by a couple strides. 2 outs for Brooks, who's finally getting a chance off the bench to hit. And he walks. So he's on base for Lenny Harris, who has 3 hits, looking for a 4-hit game. Does he have a 4-hit game this season? Let's see. No, he does not. He has 5 3-hit games, including, I guess, this one. So, against Ackerfelds, who just sacrificial lamb out there for the Phillies, eating up some innings. They'll pitch to Harris, and he walks. That was a nice sacrifice for the team by Harris. He could have swung for a bad pitch and tried to get a 4th hit, or realized just take the walk and pass the baton to Vizcaíno, who doesn't have a hit in 4 at-bats. Facing Ackerfelds, who's over the pitch limit. He pops it up. Her calling, waving his arms, telling everybody to stay out of his way. When it finally comes down, he makes the catch. We're through 7.5. Still 9-2 Dodgers. Wind's blowing out to center at 14 miles an hour. Ramon will go over 100 pitches, but now it's starting to seem likely, based on the last few half innings, he can go all the way. We'll see if he can. 6 outs from a win. Here's Thon. Base hit in the left field. He reaches. So we'll see if Ramon is tiring now that he's over 100 pitches. Thon, a 59% chance of running. I'm not worried about that. And Ackersfeld is finished. Rod Booker coming up to pinch hit for Philadelphia. Rod hitting 190. And that's about it to mention here. Not a lot of chances. OPS is 454. I don't think he's up there to bunt. He's a 4. Thon at 59% chance. I'm not going to worry about him. I'm going to pitch to Booker. It's a fly ball to left. Brooks watching it near the wall on the track. Makes the catch. He does. 1 out. Thon retreats to first. 5 outs from a win. Now we go back to the top again. Here's Dykstra. Grounded to second, grounded to first, grounded to second. Martinez now up to 108 pitches. Pitch to Dykstra is a base hit to center. So Ramon's showing some weaknesses now. He's starting to tire. He's given up 2 hits in this inning, which is more than he's given up the previous 7 innings. 2 on for Kruk. A 3-run shot here only hurts his ERA. We're going to keep pitching Ramon. But if he does give up a 3-run shot, I'm going to start thinking about going to the pen. And that's not a 3-run shot, but that's a double. That should score 2. Javier goes to get it. No throw. They'll hold Dykstra. Only 1 run. It's 9-3 Dodgers. 2 on, 1 out for Dalton. They're good numbers. 5 outs from a win, but you're so far ahead. We're going to pitch. Martinez may not make it now. Ground ball to Samwell. We're not throwing home. You can take your run. We'll take our out. Uh-oh. No, we won't. Samwell with another error in this game. That's 2. And Dalton is safe. So, ground ball to the right. Samwell goes to his right. Gathers it in. Dykstra is going for home. Samwell throws to first. Bad throw. Dykstra scores. Kruk ends up at third. So it's now 9-4. All right, it's starting to get worrisome. Runners at the corners. Wind blowing out to center field, 14 miles an hour. For Hayes is 1 for 3 with the solo shot. A 3-run homer here makes it 9-7. Got plenty of people in the pen. Don't have to worry about that at all. Hayes, 950 here. So let's go to the bullpen and look. I thought this would be cruise control, but it's not. Still 5 outs to a win. Hayes. Let's see if he's... I think he's pretty even if I can remember at playing him this many times. I think he's about the same. He's a little worse against lefties. So we could go to... We could spare a lefty right here. If we want to. Let's see, was there anybody else in the bullpen who was looking good against him? Cruz, probably the best. I mean... We're going to give Ramon 1 more at bat. I'm going to trust it. He does give up home runs. And Hayes definitely can hit them. But we're going to trust that maybe he could get this out. I don't want to use a lefty if I don't have to. And then, well, we'll reevaluate after this pitch. Hayes hits a fly ball to center. Gonzalez coming in, coasting, makes the catch. Kruk should score. He does. It's 9-5, but there's 2 outs. All right. 4 outs from a win. Here's Martinez, who doesn't have great numbers here. So I'm going to trust Ramon to try to get out of this, and then we'll worry about the bullpen in the 9th. He walks him, so that's going to have to be it for Ramon. The tying run is now on deck. It's 9-5, and here comes Tom Herr. He's now at 128 pitches. He won't be able to finish this game anyhow. So now I need to get 4 outs. Who can get me 4 outs? First, let's look at her and see if there's an obvious weakness. There's lefties. Yeah. So we're going to have to use a lefty. And he will turn around and bat right, and to me that says Searage. Let's look at who's got what. Yeah, Searage or Cruz. We're going to go with Searage and see if he's good here. He can give me an out at least. He'll go on Ramon's spot. So the Phillies have answered here in the bottom of the 8th. Is it too little, too late? We'll see. This is why I like playing at home. You get last opportunity. We will not get that today. So, wind blowing out her with 5 home runs on the season. See what Searage can do. 9-5. Ground ball. This is scary. To Vizcaíno. Goes to first. To the throw. Gets him. Whew. So that inning ends with 3 runs coming across. We're through 8. It's 9-5 Dodgers. Here's Don Carmen coming into pitch. All right, still a 4-run lead. Here's Carmen to Samuel. He hits a ground ball to Thon. Coasting in. Long, strong throw. Got him by an inch. 1 out for Searage. Let's just take a look at Holland's numbers to see if we're going to need to go to the bull. Oh, we're going to leave him in. We'll trade this out right here. Searage will strike out. No, you got contact. Hits it to right field. Hayes in foul territory makes the catch. That I don't care about. The 4-run lead. Here's Murray. 2 for 2. He strikes out. So Carmen comes in and pitches well. Searage is staying in at least for this batter to try to get Holland. And then we'll evaluate. 9-5 Dodgers to the bottom of the 9th. Facing Holland. Strikes him out. Yeah, that I could see that one coming. Fawn in a pinch hitter for Carmen. Let's see if Fawn scares me at all. Searage again, good against reverse splits. He's not good against lefties. Let's see if he can get another out. Fly ball. I don't think he hit it out. Gonzalez scooting up and to his left. Makes the catch. 1 out from a win. And let's see who Carmen brings up. I'm very tempted to leave. Searage in to finish this. We're going to lose him anyhow at 16 pitches. He won't pitch the rest of this series, probably. Against Vatcher. Jim Vatcher, 244 on the season, 1 home run, 25 RBIs, OPS of 587. He's super good against no. So looking for the win here. 1 out to go. See if we can get it from Searage. Struck him out, and Searage comes in and delivers the relief that Ramon needed, and he gets the win. Is that Ramon's 18th win of the season? We'll have to look and see in a moment. But the Dodgers win 9-5, win the first game on this road trip. Let's look at the box score. Yeah, his 18th win of the season. He's 18-6, and that was a cruise control one. Ran into trouble in the 8th. Was tired, I guess. 3 errors did not help him out either. There's the batting. Eddie Murray with 3 walks. Socha with 2 hits. Jose Gonzalez with a big grand slam in that game. Harris also with 3 hits. Up and down the lineup, that's what we like. 8 walks, 11 hits, 19 runners. Compared to the Phillies' 4 hits and 2 walks, 6 base runners. That doesn't include all the errors, though. Looking at the pitching matchup, Searage had plus stuff, and it showed. 3 earned runs for Ramon, 7 2/3, 2 walks, 6 Ks. That's not going to get him to Cy Young. De Jesus, 5 runs in 5 innings, but Parrott really blew this game open, giving up the grand slam. 2 errors from Samuel and 1 from Vizcaíno. That gave him 2 runs. Gonna have to do better than that in the playoffs. On Hayes with the solo shot. Great play by Harris. Poor plays by her and Hayes, which I consider these errors. You know, that's how I feel. You're letting somebody get on base who doesn't deserve to. All right. So normally I'd show you all the games that have been played for the day and wrap it up like that, but I'm very seriously considering videotaping or videoing, whatever you want to call it, the Kansas City Oakland game because that is a pennant run matchup. Those two teams are very close to each other. We'll see. Dodgers put this one in the. And I was thinking previously, there's 36 games before the game that we just played left. If we won 18, that's 93 wins for the season. I don't know if that's good enough to win the division, but it's got to be close. The whole goal throughout this was to get to 90 or 91. With the win today, they're at 76. So, win one, lose one, play 500 ball, you get to 93. I think the best they could possibly do is if they're still winning at the percentage that they are now, which is close to 600, that's 97 to 98 wins. So that's the range. At best, I would say 97. If you play 500, 93. All you have to do, and I said this previously, probably a month ago, they've done the heavy lifting. They had the 13-game winning streak before the All-Star break. They just have to play 500 ball the rest of the way. And I think they'll have a very good chance of winning. When you're playing San Francisco, you can't get swept 6-0 in the last 6 games that they play. We're going to see who wins this game real quick. See if we're up by 3 or 4. And Montreal helps the Dodgers out and wins, and the lead grows to 4 games. Larry Walker with his 20th home run of the season. That's the only game that we're going to simulate here. Watch this repopulate, and then we'll say goodbye for today. The Kansas City game, if I do broadcast it, will be, well, now they changed it to far. I thought it was going to be their ace against Moritz. Probably not now. So I'm going to look more into that. I would love to see a matchup where Apier is pitching against Oakland. They're 1.5 back, and for the first time this season, I really have seen Minnesota fall back. They've been at the top for most of the season, so that's an interesting pennant race there. This is just crazy. Baltimore, Boston, Toronto, Detroit, all within 2.5 games of each other. Cleveland falling a little farther back now, 6. But that's a 4-team race. We're almost in September. In the East, Pittsburgh leads New York by 3 and Montreal by 4.5. So that Montreal's going to be a tough go when we face them in the series after San Francisco. Either way, we've played, well, we have 35 more games left. We played 128, and we're in first place by 4 games. That's pretty good. We'll take it, and we'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much. Thanks for watching.